Hello and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming. This video shows you a complete walkthrough of Super Mario Land. This is Mario's first outing on the Game Boy and plays like a traditional Mario platformer with a few differences that might catch you unaware. You have to navigate from the left screen all the way to the right in all of the levels, and once a screen has passed you can't go back, similar to the original Super Mario Bros. Game. Mario can jump and most enemies can be jumped on to be defeated. For every 100 coins that Mario collects he gets an extra life. The first enemy you come across is a Goomba, which is basically a Goomba, and you can jump on them to defeat them. Mushrooms make Mario grow, and this means he can get hit once and he'll shrink back down. If Mario gets hit when he's small, he will lose a life. A new power-up called the Super Ball Flower, a different variation of the Fire Flower. You can fire only one at a time and they bounce off any surfaces. The ball also can collect coins. The next new enemy you face is a Koopa with a difference. When you jump on them, they will turn into a bomb and you have a few seconds before it explodes and can damage you. Unlike previous Mario games, any pipes you go down, you won't go up to another pipe in the level. You will always return to the same pipe. The final power-up you can get in this game is the Superstar. This makes Mario invincible for a short time, the music will change and Mario will be flashing. At the end of every level, you can go through the door at the bottom to exit or jump to the top exit to get a bonus minigame to play. Each level gets harder to make it to the top exit. The bonus game Mario and a ladder will randomly cycle through 4 options. What Mario lands on, he will walk forward and collect either extra lives or a flower power-up. If the ladder is on the same path, Mario will use the ladder. A new enemy in this level is a bee-like enemy that will fly and then stop. When it stops, it will throw a spear down, so avoid it when it stops and then go to the right before it stops again. You can defeat them by jumping on them. Extra lives come in the form of hearts in this game. These platforms will collapse as soon as you step on them, and they are frequent through normal levels. The third level of a world is always a boss fight at the end. Returning enemies, piranha plants, are now appearing in some pipes. These cannot be jumped on to defeat. You can defeat them with a direct fireball, and when you are next to the pipe, they don't come out. Careful in this section and the rest of the level. Some of the ceiling can fall down and there is no tell what ones are going to. These Sphinx-like creatures will fire a fireball wherever your position is, so changing where you are won't make you safe. They can't be defeated by jumping on their heads. If you are small Mario, you can go to the bottom area and get lots of coins and a super mushroom. You are about to face your first boss and it's really easy. Very similar to the Bowser fights in the original Super Mario Bros. You can either jump over the large Sphinx and press the button and the bridge will collapse underneath him, or you can defeat it with 5 fireballs. Once defeated, you get to play the bonus game after every boss, except for the final boss in the game. This level is full of skeleton fish, jumping up and down, and you can defeat them by jumping on them. Falling in the water, you will lose a life. This bonus room, if you want the top section coins, you have to use a fireball. A new enemy you will face here is a jumping seahorse that will fire a fireball to your location. You can jump on their heads, but they are immune to fireballs. A new enemy will appear straight away, a robot that his head will detach and circle around the body and attach back on. You can jump on his head to defeat them. Like the previous 8-bit Mario games, you can run across very small gaps. can jump up to the platform above using this one instead of the collapsible ones. Mario's first vehicle sequence in a platform game, you are in a submarine and can fire torpedoes. You can be Super Mario and Invincible Mario while in the marine pop. The first new enemy you will face is fish that will swim across, and they will double back and go across the screen again. They take one torpedo to defeat. You will face seahorses, but they won't fire at you. The next new enemy in this level is octopus-like enemies. They take 3 torpedoes to defeat and turn into 2 fireballs when they are defeated. You will have to destroy a path through the bricks, or you will get trapped. Only 2 rows to get through safely. The boss of this level will have a large circle fireball floating around the battlefield, and the boss will fire at you. He takes 20 torpedoes to defeat. Once defeated, you have to shoot the bricks at the bottom right to hit the switch to complete the level. The first new enemy you face will be flying stoneheads. You always want to defeat them. They will follow you constantly and are deadly when you are navigating small platforms. You can use fireballs or jump on their heads. You will come across similar enemies to bullet bills. These ones will come up through pipes and then fire at you. You can jump on the bullets to defeat them, but they will keep firing. Another new enemy will appear, fast rock-like creatures that will charge at you. They also can be defeated easily. this section of the game you will have to wait and then jump on the rocks to navigate the spikes. The first new enemy you face in the level are spiders that will descend down when you are near them, and they are placed in really awkward jumps. There is another new spider enemy that bounces very similar to the flies. Like the other underground level, the ceiling in form of spikes will fall down, and again there is no tell. A common tactic when you're in a situation like this, and jumping is more than likely going to hurt you, is to simply drop down to kill enemies. To go down the pipe at the top, you have to time it so you jump to the falling down platforms as the plant is out, and jump to the next falling down platform, and you can jump to the pipe as the plant goes down for a bonus room with lots of coins and a super mushroom. This section, wait until the moving platform goes to the right, and then travel and quickly jump up to safety, and then do the same thing to the other moving platform. While avoiding the rock, you can get a power up in the first question block. The boss for this level, if you have a power up that you can afford to take a hit, you can just run to the button to defeat the boss, or you can destroy the boss with 10 fireballs. You can go down the pipe on the very left and hold right on the D-pad to get the coins, very similar to a bonus room in the original Super Mario Bros. There is a power up on the first plain brick on the right middle pipe. You will face a new enemy, and they are undead enemies, and if you hit them, they will go dormant for a few seconds and then come back. It's best to avoid them. They can be defeated outright with a fireball. Wait until all the enemies are at the bottom to jump over them all. You will come across a new enemy, a flower that walks across the screen. It will stop every few seconds and spit out a fireball straight up. Time yourself to avoid the fireballs. They can be defeated with jumping or a fireball. There is a power up at the second question block. Another new enemy is a snake that will shoot fireballs in your direction. There is a power-up in the first question block. This section there's a lot of rotating fireballs, and usually you can go to the center and you will avoid the fireball. There's a lot of enemies as well you have to navigate. There is a superstar in the first question block to help you a little. Wait until the fireball goes past and hit the Koopa, and then drop down the gap in one jump motion. The last level in the game, you are on a flying vehicle which works the same as the submarine. You can break the first brick for a power-up. The first new enemy you will face will be bird enemies, and when they are near you, they will quickly fly to Mario's position. You can take an extra hit if you have a power-up. The next new enemy, enemies that are flying planes. They will launch bullet biffs if they go past you. Avoid the sparkling diamonds when they come up. There is a power-up in the breakable brick before the unbreakable bricks show up. After the coins, there will be some narrow corridors you have to navigate. There's no enemies in this section. Go all the way to the right of the screen so you don't get squashed, and when you see spikes, hang back as there will be the fireball that goes around in the circle. Hang back a few seconds to go quickly to the right when the fists go back up the pipes. Then you will face your first boss of the level, a giant cloud that shoots the bird enemies. Shoot it when it's on the right hand section, and when it's on the left side, ignore it. It takes 20 missiles to defeat it. When the boss is defeated, the final boss will show up. Go to the left hand screen as he turns up on the right hand side, and you will constantly shoot a big fireball that splits into 3 fireballs at you, and you got to fly in between them while shooting missiles at him. It take 25 missiles. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more complete retro walkthroughs, plus achievement and trophy guides, secrets and tips from the latest releases. Thanks for watching.